Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Safa Nabila Azahra with Sudden ID 2023-31228 from the SQL programming class C. This time, I'm going to explain the practical tasks that I have worked on. First, in question number 1, we were asked to import the DB Rumah Sakit SQL database through the terminal or command prompt into our local MySQL or MariaDB. The way to do it, first we put the DB Rumah Sakit SQL file into the XMPP folder. Then from there, we go to the MySQL folder, and inside that, open the bin folder. We place the SQL file inside the bin folder. After that, we open the command prompt and type the required command. Once that's done, we type show database to check if the database appears. If does, we then create a new database to store the imported data using a specific command. After everything done, we just type exit to close the terminal. After that, we access and use the Rumah Sakit database through the MariaDB command line interface. First, the user logs into the MariaDB as the root user by typing the command MySQL menu root. Once logged in shown by the MariaDB prompt, the user select the Rumah Sakit database using the command use Rumah Sakit. The system will reply with a database change, which just means the Rumah Sakit database has been selected and is ready to use. Next, we run the command show tables, which used to display all tables inside the Rumah Sakit database. For the second question, we are asked to add the new doctor to the doctor table with the following data: ID doctor, name, and specialist. First, we display the doctor table using the command select from doctor, and after that, the table will show up. Then we use insert into doctor, like this, to add a new doctor data into the doctor table. After the data is added, we display the let structure of the doctor table using the command doctor. For question number 3, sorry. For the show up the table, we use select from doctor, not this doctor. Sorry, my mistake. For question number 3, we are asked to add a new visit record with the following data: ID kunjungan, ID pasien, ID dokter, ID poli, tanggal kunjungan, dan keluhan. The way to do it, first we display the kunjung table using select from kunjung, and the table will appear. Then we use insert into to add the new visit data into the kunjung table. Sorry, there is error, but I have done. In bahasa menyelesaikan, sorry. And the table will appear. After that, we use insert into to add the new visit data into the kunjung table. After that, we display the update data from the kunjung table again using select from kunjung. The next question, number 4. First, the question is, show a list of patient name has birth date for those who are female and were born before 1990. First, we display the patient table using select from patient. Then, we use the following query to show the list of patient name and birth date for female born before 1990. There error again, but I have done. So basically, this query is used to show the name and birth date of patient from the patient table. In the part select nama tanggal lahir, we are only choosing two column because we don't need to other data. Then from patient means we are getting the data from a table called patient. Next, where jenis kelamin is used to filter the data to only show table patient signs. P stand for female. Finally, and tanggal lahir, filter the data again. Show so we ugly get patient who were born before Januari tanggal 1 1990. So the final result just show female patient who were born before Januari tanggal 1 1990. The next question is show the name of doctor and the number of visits they have handled, but only for doctor who have handled more than one visit. Use the alias jumlah kunjungan. Okay, okay. In this, we use the following query to do this. So this query is used to find out each doctor name and how many visits they have handled, but only if it's more than one. In the join part, the doctor table is joined with the visit table using ID doctor. So we can match its visit to the doctor who handled. Then count ID visit is used to count how many visits each doctor had handled, and we give it the alias jumlah visit to make the result look neat. Finally, the having part filters the result so that only doctor who handle more than one visit will be shown. The next question is show the name of each clinic or poly and the number of patients who visit each one. Sort the result from the highest to the lowest number. Use the alias jumlah pasien. We use the following query. Huh? First, the poly table is joined with the kunjungan the visit table using ID poly, so we can know which clinic each patient visit. Then count ID patient. ID patient is used to count how many patient visit each clinic, and we give the alias jumlah patient to make it easier to read. Since we want to see the data per clinic, we use group up by no, sorry, group by to group the result by clinic. And we give no. Finally, order by jumlah pasien des is used to sort the result from the basis clinic to the least basic one. The next question. Show the patient name, their complaint, and the doctor name for visit that happened between April 23, 2025 and April 27, 2025. We use this query is used to show the patient name, the complaint they had, and the doctor name, but only for visit that happened between April 23 and April 27. First, the visit table is joined with the patient table to get the patient name, then join again with the doctor table to get the doctor name. In the where part we use between to filter the visit that happened during that the range, the alias as name patient and as name doctor are used to make the result column easier to read. After that, the next question is show all medicine that were given for complaints containing the word sakit kepala in the meaning. We use the following query for this. Sorry. For this, this query is used to find the name of medicine give the patient who complain about a headache or sakit kepala. Here, the visit table is joined with the receipt table using ID kunjungan because we want to connect to complain data with the prescribed medicine. Then in the where part, we use like sakit kepala like this, like codingan this, to filter visit where the complaint contain the word sakit kepala. Finally, we select a name obat to a name medicine to show how to show the name of medicine given during those visit. Uh, After that, the next question is uh, delete prescription data that was given during visit before April 22. We use the following query for this. This query is used to delete prescription record that are related to visit that happened before April 22. In the part delete from receipt, we are trying to delete data from the receipt table, but we don't want to delete everything, so we use where ID kunjungan in to be more specific. The subquery instead it's look for ID kunjungan from the kunjungan table where the data is before tahun 2025 bulan 4 tanggal 22. Basically any prescription link to visit before that will be deleted, probably because they're no longer need to or relevant. The next question is, show the name of patient who have never met a visitor. We use the following query for this. Uh, this query is used to find the name of patient who have never had any visit. In the left join part, we join the patient tables with the kunjungan tables. Based on ID patient sign, we are using left join. All the data from the patient table will still show up even if there's no matching data in the kunjungan table. Then the where ID kunjungan that ID kunjungan is no part is used to filter out only the patient who don't have any visit record. Basically, patient who ID kunjungan is empty, meaning they have never visited at all. The next question is show the doctor specialist that don't contain the word teeth or skin. We use the following query for this. This query is used to show a list of doctor specialists, but only the ones that have nothing to do with teeth or skin. In the where part, use not like teeth to filter out specialists that contain the word teeth and not like skin for those with the word skin. Since both condition are the combination with and the result will only show specialists that don't have either of those words. We also use this thing to make sure the result don't show duplicate if the same specialist appears more than once. The next question is update the clinic name Polygizi Clinic to Polynutrisi. We use the following query for this. This query is used to change the name of the clinic from Polygizi Clinic to Polynutrisi in the update poly part. We are saying that the update will happen in the poly table. Then set name poly. Polynutrisi is used to set the new name. The where name poly part is used to make sure where only change the rows where the name is exactly Polygizi Clinic, so not everything gets updated. And the last question is show the name of the medicine and the use frequency that contains the word sehari and in bahasa more than once. Use like an alias called frequency. We use the following query for query for this. This query is used to display the name of the medicine. It's thus from the receipt table, but only for those where the word sehari appears more than once. In the part is calculate how many character of the word sehari are removed. Since each sehari is 6 character long, we divide the result by line sehari in bahasa to get the actually number of time the word appears. Then we filter the result using want to only include row where sehari in bahasa show up more than once and also use like sehari in bahasa just to make sure the word is actually there. The paramets, the parentheses, sorry, at the beginning are important so the calculation doesn't break. That's enough for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.